Hello, and today we're going to be talking about quadratic factorization. So, for example, getting something like x squared plus 9x plus 20 to something like x plus a number a times x plus a number b. So what we really want to do is get this equation here and put it into some sort of format like that. Well, okay, how do we do this? Well, there's a couple things that we need to look for. First is the coefficient of x squared. So we'll just call that z. So if z is equal to 1, we use this first method here. If it is not equal to 1, we'll use a different method which I'll show in a later video. Okay, so for this video we'll just assume that z is 1. And I'll just get rid of that, so we don't need to think about it. Okay, so the next thing that we need to talk about and think about is the 9 and the 20. So we need two values, a and b, and we know that a plus b is equal to 9, and we know that a times b is equal to 20. Well, okay, so we need two factors of 20 that add up to equal 9. Okay, let's write down the factors of 20 then. 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5, and we don't need to go into decimals here, we've already found it. It's 4 and 5. 4 plus 5 is 9, and 4 times 5 is, as we already established, 20. So here it is there. Okay, so if we're gonna put this into our factorizing form, we can let a be either 4 or 5. Let's just make a equal to 4 this time, and we'll let x plus, and now we use the other factor that we didn't use before, 5. So b is equal to 5, and a is equal to 4. So, okay. How do we make sure that this equation at the bottom here is the same as this thing up here? Well, okay. Let's expand it then, shall we? Okay, so let's check it. X plus 4 times x plus 5. Alright, x times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 5 is 20. And then we collect like terms. And then we get 9x. Plus. So, and you can see that it is the original equation that we had earlier. So x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay, so what did we look for? We're looking for factors of 12 that add up to 7. Okay, so what factors of 12 add up to 7? Let's check out the factors. 1 and 12. No, that doesn't add up to 7. 2 and 6. It also doesn't add up to 7. 4 and 3. Oh, that does add up to 7. Okay. Now all we have to do is sub it in. X plus 4 times x plus 3 is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay. So that was quadratic factorization, method 1. We will work out how to factorize some equation that has coefficient of x squared is something like 2 or 3 or something bigger than 1 in a later stage. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me on social media or leave a comment, and I'll do my best to answer your questions as best as I can.